Hey there, welcome to the Working Man Sports Talk podcast, where we like to talk to other working men about sports. And if you aren't a man, who cares? Welcome to the show. The NBA preseason kicks off today. All of us fans are excited to see what's to come this year, especially with Dame going to the Milwaukee Bucks, all the Harden drama in Philly, the return of the NBA's super dynamic duo of Jamal Murray and Jokic. Also, we got to look at emo Jimmy Butler. That was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, here it is on screen right now.
Oh, my God.
There are also rumors of Cat that he might be coming off the bench some of the games this year for the Wolves. Anthony Davis said that the Lakers will be ready this time for the Denver Nuggets. So much going on in the NBA right now. It literally feels like the season ended a month ago. John, I'm going to have you start off answering this question, and that is, what do you think is going to happen with James Harden? Do you think he will stay with the 76ers, or do you think they will release him? I mean, it's all been hype since he got there. Everyone was happy. They had a goal of winning the NBA championship, and they've fallen short of that goal. Now he wants the big contract that the 76ers organization isn't going to give him. And rightfully so. I mean, they brought him in to win the NBA title. And they haven't done that yet. So I'm a little lost on the disconnect. What do you think is going to happen with this Harden situation?
I think James Harden is going to stay where he's at with the 76ers. I don't see them releasing him, and I don't really see them trading him because no one really wants to deal with that mess.
You don't think that they're going to trade him if he fattens up like he did last time? Was that in Brooklyn?
I think they would want to trade him. I don't know if anyone's going to want to deal with it and do that trade for him. I think if anyone's going to do a trade for him, they're going to try and give up peanuts. Just little nobodies. I mean, I don't think it's going to be, hey, I'll trade you Karl Anthony Towns for James Harden, or Gobert for James Harden, or anything like that, or Bradley Beal for James Harden. Like, no one wants to deal with that. Like, there was a report that came out that he was actually really close, almost going to the Rockets.
Again?
Yes, again. And
so they would want to deal with that again?
Because, they had a good relationship there with him. But when they brought him into the building, he was around the guys and the facility and everything, and the only thing he was talking about was, I want to win another scoring title.
Not an NBA championship.
Not an NBA championship.
You're kidding me.
No.
He's worried about scoring titles, individual awards, than actually winning a championship and having that on his legacy.
Yes, and so what I heard was the Rockets was like, no, we're done with this. We don't want anything to do with this guy at all. 76ers, you guys can keep him. Good luck.
And I remember last year when he went over there to the 76ers, everybody was excited. They said, this is going to be it. Everybody wanted to play with each other. And they fell short, and now dude's like, give me a bigger contract or I'm out. I don't understand how you can get that entitled unless you've won a championship.
Well, I know there's some bad blood there in the organization with him.
I feel like everywhere he goes, there's bad blood.
Oh, yeah, and like I said, who's going to want to deal with that drama? And name one team that would take him.
I can't think of anybody if they know this is coming. Now, I'm not going to say that no team would, because we've seen a lot of stupid mistakes from teams where organizations pick up players they shouldn't pick up and yada, yada, yada. But, again, coming up short like they have, and it's not like he can't ball. Dude can ball out.
Oh, he can. He can for sure ball out. He can score. He can get assists for you. He can kind of play a little bit of defense here and there.
But can he lead a team?
No,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I think that's what really separates him from all the other superstars, because he is how can you say it? An individual, a stat chaser, a stat patter. I feel like I don't know him personally, but that's what I get from the story you just told me when he went to Houston and he went back to the organization. He's talking about scoring titles and stuff. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, we just want the ring. Who cares about the scoring title? Like, didn't he already win one of those?
Oh, yeah, he won a couple of them with Houston.
So get the ring, add that to your legacy, become somebody that somebody wants part of the organization. That's somebody really going to be thinking, could this go south? No. Could this go bad?
I was saying there's probably only maybe a couple of teams that pop into my head that I can see him going to. See them making a trade for.
Who? Chicago?
No. Chicago's cool where they're at.
What teams?
The Miami Heat
Mm-hmm.
and maybe the Trailblazers.
If I'm Miami, I stay away. Portland, maybe they need somebody because Miami made it to the title game last year.
All I got to say is this. The reason why I say Miami is because Pat Riley's still there. Pat Riley's going to put that lockdown on him and say, hey, you're either doing my way or you're basically going to be out of the league. Like right now for James Harden, I feel like it's do or die for his career.
Well, then he better stop messing around there in Philly and get it done, or else he'll be playing in Taiwan.
Dwight Howard?
Well, he's back. He said he wants to finish his career with the Magic.
Ugh.
That's what I read the other day. He wants to finish off with the Magic. So that's interesting. So you think he is going to stay there with the Sixers this year?
I think he will. Whether he plays or not, I have no idea. That's a different story, but there's no other team that's going to take him.
And yeah, that mean we'll just maybe not, but we'll see. I mean, we've seen things before, but who knows? And I'm going to post it again. What do you think about that emo picture of Jimmy Butler?
Oh, that right there, that was fantastic. I was at work and I pulled out my phone. I saw it and I was like, wow, that's
funny, right?
I
saw that.
And I was laughing about it. I mean, I saw there were comments of people taking him serious. It was like, yeah, this is new look. It's like, no.
At first, I thought it was Photoshop.
Oh, yeah, same. Then, there's a video of it and everything like that. And it was like, this is just Jimmy Butler having fun.
And that's cool. You can have a sense of humor. People take this stuff way too serious. And the Miami organization did post, I believe, on Twitter, a picture of Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Buckets, with his headband on. They said it's a headband. Jimmy is back.
Yep, I saw that.
So that's all good and dandy. I just thought it was funny. People need to lighten up. It's all a good time. So that's what you think is going to happen. I probably agree with you. I don't think anybody would take him. Next, we're going to talk about the early predictions for the NBA Finals because, that's always fun to talk about. I'm going to start us off on this one, who I think is going to come out the West and the East. So coming out of the West, I'm going to still have to go with the Denver Nuggets. I know people say, oh, you're just saying that because they won last year. Well, exactly. I don't see a team stopping them, especially with the momentum they built off of last year. Jokic and Murray are truly the best current. I did say current, not ever, but the best current dynamic duo in the NBA currently. And until they're dethroned, my mind won't be changed. The team plays, they play complete basketball, and I enjoy it. Okay.
The best dynamic duo right now in the league. Are you kidding me?
Right now, who stopped them? They took that team to the championship and won it. They smoked the Lakers. They smoked everybody. They smoked the Suns.
You give me a healthy LeBron James, and the Lakers would have won. They would have won.
He was healthy. Anthony Davis wasn't helping him.
He's not healthy. His foot was messed up. His foot was messed up from later on in the season. He hurt it, and then he lost 15 pounds so he can play on it and go into the playoffs with a hurt foot and still dominated.
I'm going to say this right now. That man had no help in that championship and in that Western Conference Finals game. Okay, he was by himself. He was putting up 40 points and still couldn't win.
And I can say this: Anthony Davis tried. Did he not?
Yeah, but then D'Angelo Russell. Don't even get me started on that guy. D'Angelo
Russell, put him on the bench. He's done. He's done.
Is he still there? Or did they release that guy already?
No, he's still there. He's still there, of course.
Then they put him on the bench because it's so inconsistent. When he's hot, he's hot, but when he just doesn't show up, and especially in the playoff time, it's done. It's done.
It's
over.
Now I'm very shocked. I know this is a little bit off topic. That the Lakers did not try to trade for Drew Holiday.
You would think because they lack a solid bench, and that's what the Denver Nuggets do have.
I would take Drew Holiday over D'Angelo Russell any day as my starting point guard.
I would too.
Because you're not just going to get scoring from him. You're going to get hustle. You're going to get defense. You're going to get the whole package.
Yeah, you're not going to get the inconsistencies.
And he's a team player.
Exactly. You're not going to get the inconsistencies. But that's what I'm saying. Until they're dethroned, that's who I'm going with. Coming out the West. And that's current right now. Currently. Now, I know that Anthony Davis says he's going to be ready this time, and they're going to be ready to rock, and they're going to be ready to take on the Nuggets. They got to prove it to me, because what I seen last year, they got destroyed. As Stephen A. Smith said at that last game, if LeBron James if they win this game, has to play 3 more, he's going to be dead to the world by the end of this series. And that's a shame. And if that's not a healthy LeBron James who's dropping 40, and you think if he's healthy, he's going to drop 60 or 70, that's still a shame. He shouldn't have to drop 50, 60, 70 to win a game, because your other team should be playing. When Denver's bench is coming up and they're winning and outplaying the Lakers team and all the other teams, that's success. But that's what
he did it in Cleveland and brought them to a championship. Did he win the championship that year? No, he did not. But he brought them there.
Yeah, but then he had the dynamic duo. He got Kyrie Irving.
I'm talking before that. I'm talking when he first went.
I'm talking about when they won it.
Finals.
I'm talking about when they won it, though. You can go to the finals all you want, but you have to win. You have to win. That's what people care about. Now, coming out the East, I think it's going to be Milwaukee. And it's just because they added Dame. And I know what people are going to say. You're going to say, oh, wow, the team-ups never work out. Look at Philly, look at Brooklyn, look at Los Angeles, and so on. But I'm going to say that this Bucks team is different. And I feel that they also play a really good balanced game of basketball. And adding Dame to their team just elevates them to the next level. So I think the finals matchup could be the Denver Nuggets versus the Milwaukee Bucks. That's who I have coming out the East. Now, there are the Celtics that compete in Miami. But that Dame factor, when it's Dame time, who are you going to guard? Dame? Giannis? Now, of course, injuries could happen. Things do happen. Maybe they're not hot that day. But maybe they can. Who?
Don't forget about Chris Middleton.
Yeah. And I'm saying, maybe they're not dynamic. Maybe they do fall apart and it doesn't work. But I think they will be. And I think you're going to see a war between Denver and Milwaukee in the championship. John, what about you? Who do you got?
Oh, coming out the West, I have the Phoenix Suns.
No, you're going to say the Lakers. You're going to say the Lakers.
No. The Phoenix Suns. The reason why I say that, they got Bradley Beal. They built up their bench with Eric Gordon and Grayson Allen.
Great players, by the way. Great players.
Then who's going to start at their center is either Bola or Yusuf Nurkic, which either one of those guys coming off the bench is going to be explosive for you. Yusuf Nurkic is a little bit slower than Bola. Bola can take the ball up and down the court. He's 7'2". He rebounds. He can almost do it all, but except for shoot. And I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for that. So
you might be onto something with that, because the Suns, the team that we did see in the playoffs, were kind of built at the end, kind of pieced together.
They were.
So,
and they had no bench.
Yeah, and they didn't have chemistry completely yet. So you might be onto something. That could be the finals. Western Conference Finals could be the Suns and the Nuggets. Who knows?
You still have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant that's going to do their thing.
Always do their thing. All right, who you got coming out the East?
The Boston Celtics. I think with Boston adding Drew Holiday over there, who's now part of their starting point guard over Derek White, who was originally supposed to be their starting point guard, taking over this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Kristaps Porzingis, who's now going to be their center this year, which if he actually sticks and becomes a team player like he hasn't been this whole time of his career, actually says, hey, let me be, I don't want to say a role player, but let me get my shots when it's my time to shoot and not like complain or anything like that. And then you have Al Horford coming off the bench now. I mean, that team is going to looking to do some damage.
And Al Horford is still a good player. I mean, he's not like a superstar, but like he still does what he needs to do to get the job done.
I feel like
he's a garbage man.
I feel like Al Horford coming off the bench, he could probably easily get you a double-double, just 10 and 10.
Easy. And that's something that you need. You need those 10 rebounds. You need those 10 points, those 5 buckets, which I guarantee he'll get. You really can't go wrong with that. But when you run into Dame time, is it going to be enough?
I'm telling you, Drew Holiday might put the locks on Dame.
That'd be interesting. I mean, let's just say the games are going to be good this year. The games are going to be good.
When have we seen Dame in the playoffs when Dame time is ready to come up and do his thing?
Evidently not much.
No, we haven't. So,
but
Drew Holiday has that playoff experience. I think if they come and they face each other, I think Drew Holiday is going to shake off those nerves, which I don't think there is going to be any nerves. There's going to be more nerves on Dame, a.k.a. Dame time. That clock is going to be shaking in his boots. Time for Dame time to show up.
Dame time, the clock is going to drop on Drew Holiday's head as he's dropping threes all over that team. That's my prediction. That's what I think. You have your point of view. And I just want to end this with one more thing. I'm going to wrap this up real quick here. What do you think about not just Cat coming off the bench, because I think it's connected to it, but the load management rule that they're going to be putting in this year in the NBA? I believe it's implemented this year when they're talking about they're going to start fining players for not playing. I completely agree with it. That's just me.
What do you think? I agree with it too. I know I saw an interview with Kawhi Leonard. They asked him the question, like, what do you think about this new rule that's coming out? And he looked at them and said, what new rule? I never heard anything about this.
Well, it's here, buddy.
Oh, it is. And then he said, I hope the NBA is not trying to make a mock of me when I was down in Toronto, because I was actually playing hurt the whole time when I came through my load management and all that stuff. So then they asked him, how's it going to affect him this year? He said, it's not going to affect me at all. If I'm not hurt, I'm going to play. If I'm hurting, I'm not going to play. So,
well, here's the thing.
What is that? And I'm just like, it doesn't work that way. I look at someone like Kobe Bryant. This man would he dislocated his finger, popped it back in, came back out there, tore his Achilles, shot his free throws, then left the game.
Well, yeah, and and I get that it's a different world we live in now. It's the league. They're making these huge. They're getting these huge contracts. They're making some big dough, some big money, and I understand that. And maybe some people feel like they don't have to put everything on the line like they used to. But I feel like if I'm the paying customer, or the fans are the paying customer, and they come to see Dame play, or they're coming to see LeBron James play, and I'm not just pointing these people out just to say them, but if I'm coming to watch, if I'm going to see Jamal Murray and Jokic play, the dynamic duo, and the last minute they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm out," and I'm not feeling good, or I'm hurt, and it's load management. Well, then I feel ripped off because I'm a fan. I want to see awesome players. I want to see the talent. That's what I'm paying to see. And then I find out the last minute you're not going to play. To me, that's bullcrap. I want to see the players play. They played all the games back in the day. They played up to when did load management really start? I mean, more when it became mainstream. I'm sure it was probably a thing before, but not like it is today.
No, I feel like load management, what it used to be was, hey, we're probably going to give you, one game off for the next 2 weeks. Now it's like, hey, we're going to give you the next week off. And then we're going to get you
or you just get your minutes cut.
Yeah.
You're not going to be as active. We'll see how it feels and how it works. And if it's not doing good, you have to work with the trainer or go see the doctor or whatever. You know what I mean? But I completely agree with this. You're in agreement too?
I am. I feel like it's just one of those things where let's keep the league competitive. I don't want to go to a game and see, some random guy who just came up from the D League brought up that day to go play because, Kawhi Leonard decided to sit out.
Yeah, I get it, man. And I hope that they're really strict on this rule so we can keep seeing some really good NBA games and not summer league games. No offense to some of the backups, but I want to see some wars out there. I want to see some really good games. If I go to an NBA game, I want to know that Cat and all my players I'm going to see here in Minnesota are going to be playing. Or if Steph Curry's in town and I want to go see him play, I want to make sure he's playing. I don't want to get there and they're like, "Oh yeah, last minute he's not in." No, I want to see these guys play.
I want to ask before this whole thing ends. I just want to ask you one more thing.
Go for it.
How do you feel about the in-season tournaments that they've now started this season?
What do you mean the in-season tournament? The play-in?
No. I just found out about not too long ago. They're having tournaments in season, mid-season, and everything.
And that's coming up this year?
Yes.
And what do they win? If you win the tournament, what do you get out of this?
You get a bonus check.
Well, then I bet they might be balling out to get that dough. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't seen it. But I guess tournaments could be cool because people want to turn in to see the competition to see.
I haven't seen the whole rule layout. I just read up a little bit on it, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Keep it competitive.
Yeah, because usually in tournaments, people are competing harder. So maybe it's good. I don't know. I have to see how it is. I have to read on it. I didn't even know that was a thing this year. So thank you for enlightening me on that. I'm not sure, though, but I would definitely have to read into that. And maybe I can give an opinion, but I can't really say too much about it. I can't speak to it. So do you think it's going to be good?
I think it might be good. It should bring out some. I think it's going to bring out competitiveness in everyone. I mean, who doesn't want more money in their back pocket?
True. Yeah, maybe people be balling out even more.
Hey, maybe James Harden will actually stay in shape and go out there and ball out and try to get that scoring title with the 76ers and get more dough in his back pocket.
Yeah, maybe he'll win the first NBA fall season tournament ever and they have the scoring record, and who knows if the tournament first time ever. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but that's beside the point. Guys, like I said, the NBA preseason starts tomorrow. Then it goes right into the season later on. So look alive. Be ready to watch some NBA games.
Wait.
John,
you mean it starts today? It starts today.
Yes, today. It starts today. I am so off with my schedule. It starts today. The NBA Finals.
Timberwolves versus Mavericks.
It's going to be a good one. Get to see all the players trying to make the roster and whatnot. John, do you have anything else you want to say?
Everyone, stay easy, keep it cool, and stay chilly.
That's what I'm talking about. Stay chilly, brother. I want to thank you guys for listening to the Working Man Sports Talk podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and don't forget to share either. Peace.